Welcome back to Sean's show. I'm here with Mitch.
Hello,
Mitch. How are you?
Good. I'm doing good.
I am honored to be here in the hurricane path. We're technically in the hurricane path.
Yeah.
Come see me. My comedy tour is a hurricane. It's a Category 5 hurricane.
Yeah.
In that it's going to destroy lives. So come see me live. October 18th in Columbus. I'm coming to Columbus, Salt Lake City, Dallas, Nashville, Austin, Tampa, Florida. I'm coming to Tampa. People said, Sean, are you sure you want to go to Tampa to do comedy? Isn't that a little
You're doing your part to help
tasteless
with the hurricane relief.
I'm actually I'm regrowing the economy. Yeah. My Tampa's on January 24th, so that will be after you are any Tampa fans are homeless. You can come and kind of hang out and have some shelter. It's more like, it's less a comedy show and it's more of like a shelter where I'll be doing comedy. Honestly, if the venue is still around, like the venue I was supposed to be doing the Tampa show, it could be
flooded. Yeah,
it could get destroyed. Like it could really be destroyed. And then I'm in San Diego, so come see a show, review the show. We have another review.
Cool.
So we're at 11 reviews on Spotify. Review the show on Spotify. It helps with our SEO, which is very important. It's important that artists understand SEO and business.
Yeah.
Art is all about business. It's about hashtags.
Right.
People always ask me, like, why did I get into comedy? For that. It's for that digital marketing.
It's for the SEO.
It's for the SEO. It's for the viral hooks.
Yeah.
Everything needs to have a viral hook.
Right.
You know, I want, honestly, with like the podcast clips, honestly, what I should do is just like have an ISIS beheading video for like 2 seconds.
Instead
and
of
then
like Candy Crush on the side, it's like a guy getting.
That would be, or like Subway Surfer.
Yeah.
It's like us talking and then the cartel beheading like an innocent woman.
No.
I feel like the engagement on that would be really good.
It might be. Yeah. People would probably watch. I mean, engagement. I don't know if people are going to be inspired to listen to the show. They might watch the clip.
The retention curve will be 100%.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So that's our opening remarks. So welcome back to Sean's show. I'm if you're a first time listener, hello. If you've been listening for a long time, I don't know what's wrong with you. I really wish that you would get some help, because ultimately this is sort of a show. This is like a rebound podcast.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you're like a diehard fan of like a really big podcast and that podcast gets shitty and you're looking for a new podcast, like a rebound, right? It would be this show. Yeah. Like people rebound and they go to this show and then like they go back to their, we're like the whore. We're like the common whore. The town
the
whore.
Rebound whore.
we're like the woman sitting at the end of the bar.
Right.
And you're just kind of wandering around. You just got broken up with. You're tired of your wife. And you're like, I'll watch this. I'll fuck this chick.
Well, thank you for fucking this thick chick.
Thank you. We're a thick hoe.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into it. I think, where to begin? Where to begin with the hurricane? I don't know where you're listening from. If you're in the trajectory of Hurricane Milton, obviously we care and we're praying for you. My girlfriend's dad lives in Orlando, and one of my good friends who does comedy lives in Tampa. Oh. And I was messaging him and I was like, hey man, like, are you evacuating? Like, what's going on? Like, he has like a wife and 2 small kids. I was like, are you evacuating? And he was like, no, the interstate is clogged. Everyone's trying to leave. There's no gas. He's like, if we try to evacuate, then we're going to get stuck on the highway. And then we're stuck on the highway. You need to abandon your car and walk home. I would call an Uber personally, but the poorers would have to walk home. It's crazy. Not good. Yeah. So it's a bad situation, and there's a lot to cover. I think what I want to, I'm not an expert. I'm not a hurricane. There's been a lot of people out there that I think are purporting to be hurricane experts. This is kind of like they're jumping in and they're talking about millibars. You don't know, like, People are talking like it's at 800 millibars. I'm like, you're retarded. You didn't go to college. People are going on social media and they're being like, Hurricane Milton is a Cat 5 storm. The meteorologist just read an 850 millibar reading. The eye of the storm is 3 miles wide. It's like, you have nothing going on. If you're paying attention to the hurricane and you're like talking about millibars, you truly have nothing going on in your life.
What the fuck is a millibar?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
And none of these people know. I mean, I should know. I study aerospace engineering. A millibar is a measurement of pressure that, I don't, whatever. I think it's...
Okay, a thousandth of a bar.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, a thousandth of a bar, which of course is named after Bill Barr, politician.
Bill
Barr. Millibars.
Yeah.
It's 10. So whatever it means, it's just I think there's a lot of mania. Like when this stuff happens, it becomes, people get manic and they get they get like really invest. Like, dude, I got my haircut. I was at the barber and all these barbers. I love New York barbers. They're great. New York barbers are awesome. I feel like I'm in a movie.
Yeah. He's
like cutting my hair and the other barber's like, you hear about this fucking hurricane? It's a category 5.
It's like 500 millibars.
Is that 800? No, literally, that's what people are like. They're like, it's at 800 millibars. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So everyone's talking about it. Let's hear from the leader who's going to guide us through this devastating, catastrophic event. Let's hear from the man who has it all under control, and his name is Ron DeSantis.
I would go with video. We good?
Mm-hmm. Right. Things there that will make it tolerable to be able to get through the next 24 to 36 hours. You can find the shelter options at floridadisaster.org/shelters. You can also find your county's EM page at floridadisaster.org/counties, floridadisaster.org/counties. So people have time now to evacuate if they are in the area of an evacuation zone. We see the storm is a very strong category 4. I've said from the beginning, the prognostications are it's likely going to weaken before it gets, but it may not. And even if it does weaken, it's still going to be a major, major impact. So you still have time now to make decisions to protect yourself and your family. Massive amounts of space at these shelters. The roads are flowing.
The shelters.
Conditions are going to get bad, so you just got to be very careful with that. But certainly these shelters are a very live option. I want to just finally thank everybody. When you have these emergencies with a major hurricane, it's a huge deal. We spin up all state agencies, everyone here at the EOC, working basically around the clock. You have all the counties.
What's the deaf? It's too big, man. It's also like he's talking about a tragedy, and whenever you have like the sign language version, there's like
it looks ridiculous. It looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
And you're right, Mitch. It's too big.
It's too big,
and that's not ableist.
No,
you're not being ableist. We're saying shrink the size,
or just have them read something about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know.
How about live captions?
Yeah, live captions would be nice.
How about live captions?
This is ridiculous.
It's you know what that is? That's called government bloat.
Yeah,
she's a government employee throwing up gang signs.
I assume she's really good at her job, but like this is insane, man. Like you got to find a shelter, and she's just like. It's insane.
That we're in,
can you pause it again?
Yeah.
I mean, as a percentage of the total screen area.
Yeah.
See if like the camera screen area. She's taking up like 10% of the screen.
I don't know.
I mean, I like the passion. I respect her passion.
Yeah. It's probably she's just I don't know.
I mean, eventually you better be careful, Mitch. Eventually our show is going to be so big that we're going to need to hire her. So you got to be careful.
Deaf people are, I mean, yeah.
Deaf people may watch the podcast.
Show. Okay.
So it's important that we...
Deaf people are big podcast listeners.
They are. They watch.
Yeah.
That's a big part of our market. Half of our Patreon subscribers are going to be... I don't know who this guy is to the right of Ron DeSantis. It's odd. Obviously Ron is he's being very disciplined and he's being very... he's doing business. He's getting it done. So I don't know. So far, I see nothing wrong. But let's keep watching.
Helene, and it wasn't just the Big Bend where you took the blow. It was massive surge up and down the west coast of the Florida Peninsula. A lot of damage was done. There were thousands of rescue missions that were effectuated.
Oh, actually, can you go back to like 53? There's a moment that I want to highlight that
to just leave and find something on their own.
Let's see.
We still have a lot of room in the traditional shelters.
So the shelters,
but out of an abundance of caution, we wanted to open additional options. So the 6 state-operated supplemental shelters currently are Hard Rock Event Center, 5223 Orient Road in Tampa.
Come on down to
City
Hard Rock.
Furniture, 3205 South Frontage Road in Plant City. Bay Care, 1802 North Del Mabry Highway in Tampa. Life Science Logistics, 310 North Galloway Road, Lakeland. Babcock Ranch.
No one's writing any of this down.
281 Cypress Parkway and Punta Gorda. The Wiregrass Ranch Sports Camp, 3021 Sports Coast Way in Wesley Chapel, Florida. That site also has capabilities to service special needs individuals. And Kevin is also working on setting up a 7th site. Now, those state-supported shelters, they do have generators, so you will have access to power. I think you have Starlink at those. They've got Starlink internet. So, look, it's not the Four Seasons, but there are some things there that will make it tolerable.
Look, it's not the Four Seasons. My family, we're staying at the Four Seasons. I will not put my family in some sort of trash shelter. This is Ron DeSantis. He's going, hey, look, it's not the Four. You guys have Starlink. You got some generators. It's not the Four Seasons. My family, we're at the penthouse in the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
We're in Orlando. We decided, you know what? Let's take a little vacation. Let's go to Orlando. Let's go to the Four Seasons. But for you guys can stay in the shelters. You guys are going to be on Starlink. My family, we have a personal Wi-Fi setup that uploads at 12 gigabytes a second. My upload speeds are 12 gigs a second. But if you're a video editor, for example, and you're going to be at this shelter, you will have Starlink. Shout out to Elon Musk. And he's like, it's not the time to crack a joke, Ron. He's like, it's not the Four Seasons. Like, literally imagine like your house is getting flooded by the hurricane and you're like watching Ron DeSantis on your iPhone that's at like 2% battery, and your house and the water's really cold and it's like going up to your nuts and you're feeling the cold hurricane water on your balls, and you listen to Ron DeSantis and he goes, it's not the Four Seasons. And that's the last thing. And then a car crashes into your home. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, Florida, but I don't know. It seems like there's options.
Yeah.
It seems like there's options for people that are impacted by the hurricane, and I think that's good. So I mean, that's there's something, almost ethereal. There's something almost magical about the hurricane. Not like in a good way.
Okay.
Like there's something supernatural. People
or just natural.
I think, don't get me, I mean,
yeah.
We got beards, we're white guys. We're godless men. I'm a godless man.
Okay.
Like, I don't believe in supernatural things. But a lot of people, I was in an Uber yesterday, and our Lyft driver, she was like, we're talking about the hurricane. And our Lyft driver, she was like, you want to know what I think? And I was like, no. And she goes, I think the hurricane is a punishment for all the shit that's going on right now. And then she said,
just all of the shit.
Yeah, no, she was like, all the fighting and the wars and Israel. Okay. And I was like, okay, so the hurricane is a punishment for what Israel's doing?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a pretty hot take. And it's not just her. A lot of people, and this is if you go back to the links there.
Yeah.
Even people in Florida believe in like supernatural things. Like did you read that? Can you read that one headline,
supernatural Mitch? Or lucky. Tampa has dodged a direct hurricane hit for a century. That's kind of crazy. 100 years. Tampa has dodged hurricane paths. 2024, 2022, 2017, and 2004. I mean, that's. I guess that's just lucky. Probably just the way the fucking wind works or something, right?
Who knows? But why? But the people of Tampa believe that they've avoided. The people of Tampa believe that they've avoided a hurricane's path historically because of ancient burial grounds. I am not kidding you. Does it say that in the article? Something about ancient burial grounds?
You think
it's back in the list of stories there?
Okay, yeah. Large burial mounds remaining.
Yeah, read that paragraph. Read that part.
Yeah, large burial mounds remaining from the Tocobaga civilization are still present today, with one of the oldest one located overlooking Old Tampa Bay. However, only a few have survived the development in the area and have undergone. Yeah, during modern times. Many people think the mounds could be providing supernatural protection from hurricanes. So they messed with the burial grounds, but they still think the ones left are strong enough to...
Or they even want to defend the people of Tampa.
Yeah, why did the Tocobaga, why would they care about Tampa?
So if you're lost, let me just reiterate. People in Tampa think that Native American burial grounds are defending them from hurricanes. Like it's a popular enough thing that there was an article written about it.
Yeah. And this is on AccuWeather. This is like they're talking about like the path of the hurricane, and they're also mentioning, and by the way, people of Tampa think that Tocobaga burial grounds are protected them from the pathway. We don't know why it's protecting you from the pathway besides that. So.
We raped and genocided them in the burial, and now they're all in the ground, and now they're gonna defend us from the spirit of Hurricane Milton.
They say this myth may be disproven by science one day.
I think it's safe to say that the myth has been disproven already.
Well, like that's also weird. It's like it's hard to disprove a myth with science.
That's all. Yeah, that's actually just not true.
Yeah, there's no way they're gonna be like they're gonna figure out some quantum physics thing. It's like, well, the burial grounds actually have no effect on the wind. Yeah, I don't know.
Science will never disprove that because it's what's called an undisprovable hypothesis.
Yeah.
So whether it be my Uber driver or the people of Tampa, people. Like they reach their arms out into the sky and they really, I think they like, it's a hurricane is just so big and it's it's almost like an apocalyptic event that I think people need to turn to mythology to get through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
People need to turn to God and they need to turn to things that are bigger than them to get through Hurricane Milton. Also, by the way, it's funny. I mean, Milton, I don't want to look up how the hurricanes are named because I really don't care. But Milton is not a good name.
Yeah, I think they're running out of names.
Hurricane Milton is like
when's the last time you met a guy named Milton?
On Reddit.
Yeah. Okay, that is a Reddit name.
Milton is a subreddit moderator name.
Fedora ass hurricane name.
It's his. Hurricane Milton is wearing a fedora and is going, actually Ant-Man was good. All right. So I don't know. I mean, there's a lot to digest. I mean, obviously the hurricane is it's about to touch land, and there's a lot of people that are not evacuating. And so the other thing that is happening with the hurricane is that all of these airlines are doing price gouging. So let's say you're a family of four and you want to fly and you want to take a next day flight out of Tampa, right? Assuming the flight even happens, they're being charged $1,000 to $2,000 for a middle seat. United Airlines, they're like price gouging. And so I think Pete Buttigieg or whoever, the Department of Transportation, they're trying to They're trying to prevent the price gouging, but you know, I don't like that. I think that it's very important that the airlines can charge whatever they want.
Okay.
Because that's called a free market. And it would be a disservice to the shareholders of these airlines to charge artificially low prices to these Floridians.
Okay.
That's what I think. If I'm a family in Florida and I'm trying to get out, you know, and I think it's good that they need to pay $2,000 to go from Tampa to Dallas. I like that.
Well, if they keep the prices low, then I guess they just sell out immediately. Like if somebody really needs a flight, I guess if you keep the prices high, I guess some people can get it. I don't know, man. Why are you're joking or no?
I'm a 1,000,000% serious.
Okay. You want them to charge $1 million for a flight?
I want them. I'm so serious. When the people of Tampa, when they look at the roads and the roads are clogged,
yeah,
I want especially the people that believe in the burial ground stuff.
Yeah,
I want them to be price gouged.
Okay.
If you're in Florida and you believe in this ancient burial ground horse shit, and you don't evacuate because of a burial ground, and then at the last moment you decide that the burial grounds are not going to work anymore and it's time to fly out of Florida, I want United Airlines to price gouge you into bankruptcy. I want United Airlines I want you to have to take a home equity line of credit on your home to pay for a flight. That's what I want. You want to know why? Because believing that an ancient burial ground is going to protect you from a storm is it's worthy of death. It's death. That's called natural selection. That's called natural selection.
Or I don't know. You're believing in spiritual energy. Maybe you're tapped into with the truth.
I mean, it worked for the past 100 years. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe the burial grounds decided, I don't know. Maybe they will work.
May science will prove the theory one day. Maybe they'll be like, yeah, we found there's some energy force field emitting from these burial grounds. Maybe they'll figure it out.
You know. Maybe a guy named Hotep will rise up will rise up from the ancient burial grounds with a staff, and he'll be like, hurricane, you shall not pass. And that may happen. I think Floridians are on enough meth where I feel like that could happen. I feel like the Floridians
resurrect a dead Native American.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Or it'll just be a homeless guy that thinks he's a Native American priest. So I don't know. It's you know, a lot of there's also a lot of conspiracies. Ton of conspiracies. I've seen these videos on you know, I feel like with with hurricanes, everyone sort of just comes out of the woodwork like me with their takes. Everyone has a take. Actually, I don't know if I put this on. Could you just look up Neil deGrasse Tyson hurricane? It'll probably be like this is crazy. This is crazy.
Like the video?
Yeah. There might be we're gonna do another video here. Is that it should be I have it saved on my TikTok if not, but there should be a
I'm tired of looking at countless thousands of
okay, yeah, this is it.
Shit.
Can you full screen it?
Yeah, hold on. All right, cool. You want to go to video?
Yeah, go to the beginning of the video. This is crazy.
I'm tired of looking at countless
Okay, it started over. We'll watch
of
it.
cars exiting a.
Oh shit! All right.
Okay, let me just set it up real quick.
Time.
Don't start it.
All right, yeah.
Let me just set it up real quick. So everyone has a hurricane take. I have a hurricane take. Mitch, you have hurricane takes.
Yeah.
Hurricanes I like hurricanes. Okay. I like them. I'm glad Hurricane Milton is arriving. I think we need to cleanse Florida. Sort of an ethnic cleansing. But I love hurricanes because it makes people manic and crazy. And what we're going to watch right now is we're going to watch one of the most renowned scientists alive. We're going to watch how the hurricane has affected him
The voice of the scientific community. Here we go.
Let's play.
I'm tired of looking at countless thousands of cars exiting a city because a hurricane is coming. Where are the engineers and scientists saying, you know, instead of running away from the city that's about to be destroyed by this hurricane, let me figure out a way to tap the cyclonic energy of this hurricane to drive the power needs of the city that is otherwise going to destroy? Where are those people? You need a culture where that becomes a natural state of how people think.
Hey, Neil, not right now. Not right now, Neil. Bro, not right now. Hey, Neil, not right now. No one needs to know that you want the cyclonic energy to be tapped. Hey, Neil, that's great. Why don't you build us something that taps the cyclonic energy of the hurricane?
He's like, I see all these people leaving Tampa. They should be sticking with it and setting up windmills.
That's literally his take.
All the wasted energy.
The hurricane makes people go crazy.
That is
It makes them go
an
crazy.
insane take, man.
That's almost crazier than the ancient burial ground shit. Like, I almost think that this is crazier. Like, to be there and be like, Tampa will not be affected by the hurricane because of the Native American burial ground. It's a force field. That's crazy. This is crazier.
Mm-hmm.
The most famous smart guy, public smart guy, is telling us that he's calling the people that are evacuating pussies. Can we play it again?
I want to
Let's
make
play
sure
it
that
again.
he's saying, is he saying that people shouldn't leave?
Let's watch again.
I'm tired of looking at countless thousands of cars exiting a city because a hurricane is coming. Where are the...
He's tired. He's tired of it, Sean. It exhausts him seeing the cars leave the city because it's such a wasted opportunity.
All this energy. Let's watch. I want to watch the whole thing again. I love it. I love how mad he is. He's so
tired of looking at...
He's like the mental. He's like so fatigued. He's like
he sees like a tragedy.
Yeah.
Like an exodus of people being forced away from their homes. Like a tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
And his first thought is that he's angry about the state of energy infrastructure innovation. That's his take.
Does he want just like a bunch of pedestrians hanging out, putting up their improvised windmills? Like, what's the... He doesn't want race. He's tired of seeing the cars leave the city. Like, just like regular people should just hang out and try to put up some energy device.
That's right, Mitch.
I don't know.
Mitch, he wants the pub. Have you been to Florida?
Oh yeah.
So you've met the people of Florida.
Old.
They're old, but they're smart.
Right. They're experienced.
They have experience. They have experience sucking dick for crack.
Yeah.
And what Neil is saying is, hey guys, instead of running from our fears, why don't we tackle our fears head on? You know, like like my girlfriend's dad. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson wants guys like my girlfriend's dad, a retired man, to tap the cyclonic energy.
He wants him to figure it out.
He wants him to figure it out. He sounds like a Republican.
Yeah.
He sounds like he sounds more Republican than Ron DeSantis.
I wonder
Ron
if
DeSantis is saying like, here's the social infrastructure. The government's going to take care of you. You pay your taxes. Ron DeSantis is like, I don't want social welfare for you lazy fucks, but hurricane means you get it. Neil deGrasse Tyson's like, I'm tired of you lazy welfare queens running from your future.
Ungrateful. That's what Neil deGrasse Tyson sees when people are leaving their homes, are about to get flooded. He's like, these ungrateful motherfuckers. They have the opportunity of a lifetime to tap the cyclonic energy.
He's like, Hurricane Milton is a gold mine. Let's watch again. I love it. I love it.
Oh, your computer is dead.
Oh, fuck, really?
Yeah.
It just died?
It just died.
Hurricane Milton?
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
I'm tired. We need some cyclonic energy for this.
Well, in any case, the things that Neil deGrasse Tyson says these days is crazy. And I actually No, it's really just so tone deaf. And I think it's just so tone deaf. Like, it's the most tone deaf thing I've ever heard. I'm tired of
seeing thousands
of seeing thousands of cars running from death. Tap into death.
Also, it's only been how long has this been happening? Like a week or something?
Yeah, he's tired.
He's like, I'm done with this. Seeing people leave.
Also, Neil, if you're so tired of it, why don't you just make a device that taps into the cyclonic? Also, I want to say something about Neil deGrasse Tyson. He says words like cyclonic, quantum energy, Hawking radiation. He says these things, and don't get me wrong, he has a PhD in astrophysics, I believe, from Columbia. He's not a fake. He's not a grifter in that sense.
Yeah,
he knows his shit. I think he did a PhD thesis on black hole physics, so he knows his shit. But more than that is that I think he is intelligent. Obviously, he knows a million times more than me about black holes and shit. You know, I mean, he has one.
Oh,
that was bad. So, but like, you know, when he says stuff like cyclonic energy, I just want to I just want to bully him.
Yeah,
I really want to bully him. Like, Mitch,
how would you even? I don't know. I don't know how you tap cyclonic energy. It's some sort of big jet turbine or something. I don't know.
It's a. There. See, at least that's a thought, Mitch.
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson didn't say that.
Yeah.
And you don't have a PhD.
No.
That was smart.
Thanks, dude.
What if we got a bunch of old plane turbo engines, bolted them to the ground, in Tampa, and put them and made them mobile, so we could tap the cyclonic energy, of the hurricane.
And we're gonna need thousands of people to set up these jet turbines, so they need to stay there.
What if we take all of the crackheads in Tampa and we threw them into the hurricane and we attached little those fans people have in the summer that they blow in their own face?
Yeah.
What if we gave a bunch of homeless guys a bunch of those little fans?
Right.
And then we plug those fans into a generator.
They just run around during the hurricane.
We have them run around and tap the cyclonic energy. Neil, I say it again, Neil, not right now. Not right now.
Yeah.
Like, if I had a knife in my chest, right? I'm just like, Mitch, I got stabbed. There's a knife in my chest. Tell my girlfriend I love her very much. I'm going to die. I need your help. Call an ambulance. And you're just like, I'm tired of these knives not being tapped for their energy.
Yeah.
When they get stabbed, when someone thrusts a knife into someone, why are we not tapping that energy?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, not right now, Mitch. I need an ambulance. That's what Neil is doing.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's more news. Is that enough about the hurricane? Do you guys also, it's like, I'm going to pull up the stories. I don't even really care about the hurricane. Do you care?
No, that's kind of my main take is that it's a hurricane. Why am I supposed to, what am I going to do? Go build? I did help after Hurricane Sandy on Long Island with Habitat for Humanity. That was kind of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was kind of fun. But
is that on your LinkedIn?
No, I don't have LinkedIn. But yeah, I mean, you could go do something like that. But if you're not going to do something like that, I guess it doesn't affect me. I don't know.
Like it's
I don't care how many millibars it is. You know, like that doesn't make it more awe-inspiring. I don't know.
You know,
I don't think we can tap it for energy. I don't think. I don't think this is.
You know
like
what I call that? I call that small thinking, Mitch.
Okay, that's fair.
Our brains are not bricks; they are plants.
Yeah,
they're not the brick.
I don't think a hurricane is a very great political moment where it's like, oh wow, like we should. It's really obvious now that we should have public health care. Like it doesn't seem to change anything. Doesn't seem to really make a difference.
No new knowledge was gained.
Right.
That's at the end of American Psycho.
Yeah, and that's what I feel like a lot of people's takes on, like when something big and crazy is happening, they're like, okay, this is when it changes everything, and finally we're going to tap our natural resources for energy like we should be. We're going to take full advantage this time of this big thing. But it's like it's just a rainstorm. You know what I mean?
Tell that to my girlfriend's dad who's dead.
Oh,
Just a rainstorm.
Okay, well, it's a big rainstorm.
You tell that to my girlfriend's dad who sucks.
Yeah. It's a violent rainstorm.
Just a storm.
A violent rainstorm.
I love no, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's just it's gonna happen, and you just gotta let it happen. And I think people just need to calm down. Like, just calm down. It's not like you know what it's like Ukraine. You know, people got excited, like, or Palestine. Like, people that get so invested into this thing, and they think they like, I don't know what this phenomenon is, dude. This is like I think it's a news cycle phenomenon where it's just like people are jacked up on whatever, or just jacked up on life, on SSRIs or Adderall, and they're jacked up, and then the news cycle comes around. Right.
And you can't, some people, whatever social media they're on, they can't avoid it. So that's the thing that's all that's important to talk about. Yeah. It's kind of what we're doing is kind of within this sphere of things where we got the news cycle, and that's what we're going to kind of throw our values on, project our values on.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing it for SEO reasons.
Right.
We're not doing it
for spiritual reasons.
I don't actually care about any of the words that come out of my mouth.
I gotta piss like a fucking crazy.
Okay.
Can you take it?
Yeah. Okay. Can you also, on your way back, grab the charger?
Yeah,
we'll plug the laptop in. So what's next? Hey, Mitch, make sure to tap the energy of your piss.
Cyclonic.
Tap the if you flush the toilet and you don't tap the cyclonic energy of the urinal, then don't come back. I'm kidding. So that's enough about the hurricane. Let's do a little something fun. Let's do a little something. Speaking of Milton, speaking of autism, let's do a little something fun. Oh, it's in the one the one in between that. You got it? Awesome. Thank you very much. So let's talk about Roblox. I don't know if you guys are like fans of video games or what, but Roblox is like the Minecraft for anyone that's under, I don't know. I'm 28. I got into Minecraft when I was like 13, 14. So I feel like anyone who's like 18 right now, or they were like really into Roblox like 4 years ago. And Roblox is a publicly traded company, which is very valuable. But I want to talk about a story that I think you guys will love. So let me just read you this headline, and we'll take it from there. So let's take a look. Okay. So this is a report from this is a biased report. So just so you know. So it's going to be a little bit of a finance deep cut, but there are businesses out there, and what they do is they are short sellers, and they're very negative. I like them. I'm a very cynical guy. If you listen to the show, you probably already know what I'm talking about, but there are firms out there, and they're hedge funds, and what they do is they investigate and kind of do research on companies that they think are sort of have inflated values. And they, welcome back, Mitch. Thanks. Did you tap the cyclonic energy of the toilet?
No, because I don't know how. I don't know how a mere mortal like me would tap the cyclonic
You know
energy.
how you do it? What if Neil Degrasse Tyson was waiting in the bathroom for you?
Yeah.
And he started like jacking you off. He's like, I'm going to
I'm listening.
I'm going to tap the cyclonic energy. So we moved on to Roblox?
Oh yeah.
Roblox is like, I guess, the Minecraft for after Minecraft.
Yeah.
And There's if you go back to the list of stories, Mitch.
I feel like it's the Linux version.
I'm tired of looking at
Shut up, Neil.
I feel like it's the Linux version.
Can we watch the Neil thing one more time?
Yeah.
All right, sorry. Can we cut to the video of Neil? Let's just watch it one more time.
Okay. He's tired, dude. It just started playing.
It's
I
like,
don't know.
it's like I'm too damn tired.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm tired of looking at countless thousands of cars exiting a city because a hurricane is coming.
Okay. Just because a hurricane's coming, why would you leave the city just because a hurricane is coming?
Come on. It's like, see, Mitch, when I talk about hooks, that's what I'm talking about. That's a hook.
That does numbers.
When you can combine Neil deGrasse Tyson, yes, he has a PhD in astrophysics, but more importantly, he can combine words in such a shocking way that I have to keep listening.
Okay.
Can we play it from the beginning again?
I'm tired of looking at countless thousands of cars exiting a city because a hurricane is coming. Where are the...
That's retarded! Not you, Mitch.
Countless. Is like 100 a countless thousand? He says countless thousands.
Yeah.
Like 100, like, I don't know how many people are leaving the city. Countless thousands of cars. It's like probably like maximum like 20,000 cars.
Yeah,
right?
It's not like, whatever it is, it's a lot of people.
It's an impressive way of talking. He's exaggerating pretty intense here.
That'd be like if I was saying, I'm tired of everyone in Maui running away because there's a volcano exploding.
Yeah.
Why don't we tap the thermal power of that volcano? We need to create. He literally what he says is he goes, I'm tired of the people of Florida running from imminent death. He sees those. Neil deGrasse Tyson is so out of touch that he sees people running from imminent death, and he goes, "We have a cultural problem." He goes, "See, there's a problem with our academic culture when you have people running from imminent death instead of spending their lives creating innovations that tap cyclonic energy."
It's because of social media. People are running away from a hurricane.
People run from the hurricane, and he goes, "Fucking TikTok, man."
It's the spiritual decay of modern times. People are running away from a hurricane.
He goes, "It's giving brain rot."
Yeah.
It's like this family of four. It's like, my son, I can't find my son. I'm scared. It's like, it's giving brain rot.
Yeah.
You should have
iPad kid behavior running away from a hurricane.
One more time.
Engineers and scientists saying, instead of... I'm tired of looking at countless thousands of cars exiting a city because a hurricane is coming. Where are the engineers and scientists saying, instead of running away from the city that's about to be destroyed by this hurricane, let me figure out a way to tap the cyclonic energy of this hurricane to drive the power needs of the city that is otherwise going to destroy. Where are those people? You need a culture where that becomes a natural state of how people think, rather than buy toilet paper, buy water, run. That's our current natural state. And I don't think that was the country I grew up in.
Okay.
Hey, Neil, you want to know? He asks a very important question, Mitch. He asks, where are all the scientists and engineers that are supposed to be creating something that taps the cyclonic energy? Hey, Neil, they're running from the hurricane. They're also running from the hurricane.
Back in the 70s, everybody were scientists and engineers, Sean. You don't know this.
Yeah, he's like, people run from the hurricane. He goes, this is not the America I grew up in.
Yeah. Remember when the decade where everyone was into like Leonard Skinner and Led Zeppelin and shit?
That was the decade that tapped.
Those were the scientists and engineers at the time.
Man, remember when we nuked Hiroshima? That was the generation.
That's the type of shit I'm talking about.
We need to tap the nuclear... You know all those people in Hiroshima and Nagasaki that were running from a nuclear bomb? I'm tired of that. I'm tired of people running from nuclear bombs instead of tapping the nuclear energy of an of atoms splitting and exploding into the exploding deadly radiation into the atmosphere.
Yeah. He's like, if only we could have given the Japanese people a heads up that we were nuking them so they could tap the nuclear energy.
Look, it's ridiculous. And so, but we're going to, let's move on to, so go find Roblox. There's a story for Roblox, and There should be 2
Hindenburg
links.
betting against the platform. Is that
Yes,
what you want?
click on the Hindenburg link.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, Hindenburg is a hedge fund, and they are short sellers. So they make money on they bet against stocks.
Okay.
And they've placed a bet against Roblox. And so, Mitch, if you could just go ahead and read the title of their report, I think it's going to be very important for us to understand the context here.
Yeah, Roblox tumbles as Hindenburg bets against the gaming platform. Allegedly, there's a report about inflated metrics and child safety concerns. And then
go to the other link. That one is watered down. We need to get to the original.
We need the.
There should be a link to the original Hindenburg
Let me see
report
here.
there.
Hindenburg, Roblox. Okay, yeah. Roblox, inflated key metrics for Wall Street and a pedophile hellscape for kids. It's like... It's like, that's really funny that they're writing this on their website. Like, the place that we're betting against this company, everyone needs to know it's a pedophile hellscape.
And that's
like,
the funny thing is
yeah.
it's super biased.
Yeah.
Like, they're so biased.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, I just placed a massive bet against this company. And also, did you know it's a pedophile hellscape?
Hellscape. It's a video game.
So, and they write these tremendously long reports, but I find them to be very interesting. So I have it pulled up as well. And honestly, let's just jump into the middle somewhere. Or maybe Control F for pedophiles. Let's do that.
Oh yeah, let's look at let's see what they've got as far as
this stuff is pretty evil. Like, I mean, this is kind of scary.
Yeah, let's see what they got as far as our in-game research revealed an X-rated pedophile hellscape exposing children to grooming, pornography, violent content, and extremely abusive speech. Okay.
Jesus.
So they're what? Can you give us? Okay, let's see here. Roblox social media features apparently allow pedophiles to effectively target hundreds of children with no upfront screening. How do you screen a pedophile from your platform? It's like, check this box if you're a pedophile. Like,
well, so I read.
You need a background check to play a video game. Like,
well, so what's
how are they supposed to do that?
Well, actually, what's interesting about Roblox is that you can make an account and you don't have to give any of your personal information. So unlike other games out there where maybe if you are on like a pedophile list, then you could be cross-referenced against, like, let's say you're a pedophile, not you, Mitch.
Okay.
Let's say that there's a pedophile who wants to sign up for Roblox.
Yeah.
And he's an unknown. What's the list called? Not Angie's List. I always confuse Angie's List.
Craigslist.
There's Angie's List, Craigslist, but there's like the list.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Pedophile registry.
The registry. Like a wedding. The wedding registry. The pedophile wedding registry.
Yeah.
What's it called? It's such. I'm sorry if I know everyone who's listening is like, you idiot, Sean.
Let me see. I think it's just called the sex offender registry.
The sex offender registry.
Yeah. I don't think it's called like a
there's
hip name like Angie.
Isn't there?
Angie's MySpace.
Marcy? It's a different woman. Macy's List.
But no, it seems like, okay, this is what it's this is kind of how I see how it's bullshit. Look, this is like their case study for why it's a pedophile platform. We attempted to set up a Roblox account under the name of another notorious pedophile to see if Roblox had any upfront pedophile screening. Earl Brian Bradley was indicted on 471 charges of molesting, raping, exploiting 103 children. The username was taken along with multiple variants like Earl Brian Bradley 69.
Okay. So
they're saying because somebody has the same name as a pedophile, it's hard and fast proof that they're allowing pedophilic people.
So
I don't know how many people have that name. I don't know.
I think if you dig deeper into this report, some of this stuff is pretty shocking.
Yeah, you think Roblox is a pedo?
I mean, I want to.
Do you think they're actively hoping that pedophiles get on the platform?
Well, they're betting against it, so yes.
Okay, all right.
See, and that's the thing. Hindenburg, this hedge fund, they wrote this report, and they release it, and they're saying that Roblox is a pedophile hellscape.
Yeah.
I mean, certainly there's at least one pedophile on Roblox. See, the thing is, I've never played Roblox. Like, is it one video game, or is it like Gary's Mod?
I think it's like
where you can like make your own.
I think it's
game.
like a lot of different little games inside of a game. Yeah.
So wait, here we go. This is funny and sad. Numerous criminal indictments from 2019 to 2024 allege that sexual predators groomed children in game, ranging from ages 8 to 14, then kidnapped, raped, or traded sexual content with them. That's criminal indictments. So people have been convicted or at least indicted of crimes involving Roblox.
Okay.
So, I mean, this stuff gets fucking gross. Many were Jeffrey Epstein fan accounts, including Jeff Epstein's supporter, which had earned multiple badges for spending time in kids' games.
That's pretty nuts that they didn't ban the account named Jeffrey Epstein supporter.
I know. Dude, it gets crazier.
Yeah.
Other Jeff Epstein accounts had the usernames I groom minors and rape tiny kids. I mean, it's fucked up. This is fucking disgusting.
Nobody reported these account names, like not even. That's kind of crazy.
Why it's a pedophile hellscape.
I guess. Yeah.
They don't Roblox. So, I mean, I don't even want to read half of this shit. It's so vile. Wait, here we go. Ready? Here's another bullet point. Despite the company's mission to, quote, connect 1 billion users with optimism and civility, we found games such as beat up homeless outside 7-Eleven simulator, which had 1 million visits and 15,000 favorites before being removed from Roblox.
You have a homeless guy outside 7-Eleven. I mean, dude, this is I don't know, Hindenburg, man. That sounds like this. If you can do shit like that, I mean, that's what people love that type of shit.
See,
I'm betting for Roblox.
Like, that's called. Hindenburg said that game's bad. I call that a video game that generates revenue.
Yeah.
In the game Beat Up the Pregnant, users hacked pregnant women to death in a Walmart parking lot with machetes. What the fuck is wrong with Gen Alpha? Or killed them with frying. Dude, we're so fucked.
Yeah.
Like, and dude, don't get me wrong. I played Modern Warfare 2. You played Modern Warfare 2, Mitch?
Yeah.
Remember No Russian? No Russian, that the level from Modern Warfare 2 where you play a Russian terrorist and you shoot up an airport.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in the campaign, yeah.
That got a lot of bad press because you're literally a terrorist shooting civilians.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I played that, and I used to defend video games, but like, here's another one. Palestine and Israel hang out. Allows kids of all ages to purchase bombs and knives and attack each other.
Roblox offers numerous, quote, hangout experiences that are intended to let players socialize and interact.
See, this is scary.
I mean, I like the like that you can kind of do, and like you can share some weird hangout.
Here's what their moderation is, Mitch.
Something bad. Yeah, I understand where Hindenburg's coming from though, because like some bad press is gonna happen if they keep having games like Israel Palestine hang out. You can buy a bomb.
I mean, beat up a homeless guy outside 7-Eleven simulator sounds pretty fun. Can you Google that? Can you Google beat up homeless guy outside 7-Eleven simulator? Like, I want to see if it's real. Like, let's see if it's a real game.
I mean, I don't know if we'll be able to play it, but let's see here.
Let's not play it. We're not going to play it. But is it on Roblox?
Yeah,
did you find it?
It's still up. It's still up.
What?
We
won't show. Don't cut to the
9+. So if you're 9 years old, you can play.
Okay, read the description.
What 10-year-old is like looking up beat up somebody outside 7-Eleven?
What's sick is he's probably not looking it up, but it's on the feed.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
What does the description say?
They're revamping it this week. That's good. Yeah.
Okay.
They're improving the game. They're doing their best. They probably have a Discord server or something.
I'm sure that Discord channel is great.
You can now microwave the honey bun by putting it in the microwave at the 7-Eleven. That's in there.
Is that an update? Looks like a weekly update.
Yep. There are no rules.
Is that what it says?
Yeah. Campers will not be banned. So if you're camping.
You know who's the homeless guy's camping?
Yeah.
So if you're camping, it's okay?
Yeah, camping's fine.
What's the
no, absolutely no response by the PR team from the beat up homeless people outside 7-Eleven simulator. They're unfazed by the hit piece done by Hindenburg Research Group. I also love that it's called Hindenburg Research. Like they're like
it's after the
totally unbiased. Like we're just doing research. You know what I mean?
Right. It should be Hindenburg Securities or Hindenburg Capital.
Yeah. It's for the general. You know, it's a research. It's an institution. It's a public institution.
Okay. Here's another one from Hindenburg. So there's a video game. It's called Guns Work at a Hospital, where users can go on a hospital shooting rampage. The game's thumbnail is a picture of a terrified pregnant woman. Dude, what the fuck?
I would have loved this shit when I was like 13 or whatever.
I mean, this is like middle school humor.
Yeah, it's for middle school kids. Yeah.
I mean, this stuff is like absolutely sick, though. It's sick. It's sick.
I mean, you can tell middle schoolers are on the Yeah, as far as like the pedophile stuff, like you can definitely tell that middle schoolers are playing this because there wouldn't be games like like kill a pregnant woman.
I believe middle schoolers are playing this shit. I mean, so not only, and Mitch, you know what's even worse than the fact that it's a pedophile hellscape?
What?
They're inflating their daily active users.
They're what?
They're inflating their daily active user metrics.
Not okay.
That's even worse than the pedophile accusations. Is they're telling Wall Street false data. That's awful. It's horrible. And I'm furious. So that was more of a slice of like a lifestyle piece that I wanted to cover. How's their stock doing, Mitch? Should we look up their stock price?
Roblox stock? Let me see.
Looks like it's been pretty flat.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I don't think it's going to really be affected too much by Hindenburg. Maybe. I mean, it doesn't seem to be affecting it yet too much. I don't know. Did you look at the stock?
It looks pretty flat.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think this. Oh, they got hammered a little bit. They're down what? 5%.
Yeah,
Who
5%.
knows? Whatever. So we're bumping up at time. I got some questions messaged to me directly
nice.
from our listeners. So we're gonna do the questions here. Let me see if I got any more. So if you don't want to ask questions in the Facebook group, you can also just DM me on any platform or email me, SeanRileyComedy.com. So I got some questions DM'd to me that I want to cover. So our first question from the listeners. Thank you for sending. If you want to send me questions, just join the Facebook group. Links in the bio, all that good stuff, guys. Our first question from listener. If you were trapped in a room full of spiders with no escape, would you rather have the lights on or off? See, now I feel like there's something wrong with our listeners. Like, are our listeners playing Roblox?
Yeah, I think
that's the type of question that I would expect from a guy that plays beat up homeless outside 7-Eleven simulator.
Yeah. if you are, I don't know, what the fuck? So what do you rather have the lights on or
so
off?
I guess either way, I'm dying. Like,
on?
There's no escape.
I guess on.
On?
Yeah.
I think I would go on too. I wouldn't want to die. I wouldn't want to be deprived of light while I die slowly of hunger. Well, that depends. Are the spiders poisonous, or are they just kind of like harmless?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to say on, because on, I feel like maybe I could eat the spiders.
Yeah, maybe there's a chance for me to figure something out.
Yeah, that it feels like a lose-lose.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go off.
Okay.
Because I can handle it.
You're just getting whatever, fuck it. Yeah. Okay. We need better questions, guys.
No, don't insult the listeners, Mitch. That was a great question.
Okay.
With a lot of your recent discussions being over large corporations and monopoly breakups, this is the same person, by the way. I love this, dude. This is great. With a lot of your recent discussions being over large corporations and monopoly breakups, how deep do you think the United States is into an oligarchy platform that politically portrays itself as capitalism? And how dangerous do you think it is for most Americans to believe that socialist ideologies to assist a, quote, capitalist platform is communist, i.e. socialized healthcare, free community college education? Because I'll be honest, a little bit higher of a tax rate to remove medical-based taxes and health insurance costs per paycheck sounds like it would be great for me, but would fuck over insurance conglomerates. So for that second one, I'm going to say lights off.
Wait,
no.
Can I read that really?
Sure, you can read it. He messaged me, so just don't say his name.
Okay, yeah.
His name is Sean Riley. So, I mean, it's an interesting question, dude. I would say that, like, very deep. To answer your question, I would say very deep. I think that when you look at the way our economy is structured right now, actually, we didn't talk about this. We didn't get to it. But the DOJ finally may break up Google, which I think is one of, if not the biggest monopolies out there right now. So, and Amazon too. So you have these, what we just need is we need antitrust regulation, dude. It's that simple. I really think that's what we need. But yeah, dude, it's fucked up. We live in a world where the largest corporations have captured the government with lobbying. They've captured legislation. It's called, I think it's called legislative capture. And Google has done it very well. They've thrown a bunch of money at lobbying the government so that they've been able to delay any. Google should have been broken up 10 fucking years ago. Facebook should have been broken up, forced to divest Instagram 10 fucking years ago. Amazon. Why does Amazon own Twitch and Whole Foods? Tell me why. Why does one company get to own a video game streaming platform and a fucking grocery store? Oh, and by the way, they also own a bunch of data centers. And Amazon goes, oh, well, that's vertical integration. No, it's not. No, it's not. You are leveraging your scale to push out competitors. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I was trying to suss out what he meant by, do you think it's dangerous, like, for Americans to believe that socialist stuff is communist instead of, I guess, socialist? Yeah, I think that's fairly dangerous. Yeah, there is some good socialist policies that are characterized as commie, but
give us an example.
Yeah, like socialized healthcare. Yeah, people kind of view that as communist, I guess. I don't know. Do people really view that as communist?
I do.
Yeah. Okay. But is that dangerous for them to view it as communist? I don't know. People characterize shit all the time. Like, people love to, in the first cycle of Trump, people love to characterize him as a Nazi. Is that dangerous? I don't know. I guess it's just like, it's inflammatory to make a point, but I don't know if it's dangerous. Like, to be just kind of exaggerate things. I don't know. I don't know if that's dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, it's I mean, it's, you know, we're all fucked anyway. I mean, there's really, I don't really, it's,
Yeah.
I think it's pointless. I mean, just people are so powerless, and, you know, you just got to live with it. You know, we're all basically, I look at it this way when it comes to whether or not something's socialist, communist, capitalist. If we're not trying to tap into the cyclonic energy of healthcare,
Right.
then it doesn't matter. That's the thing. Like with the fine gentleman that asked those questions, you're focused on all the wrong things. You're asking, am I going to have healthcare next year? How much are my premiums going to be? You're asking the wrong questions. You need to be asking these types of questions. Why are we running from imminent death? Why are we instead not trying to generate energy?
What would
From
an
Milton.
engineer do in this situation?
That's
How
always,
can I be more of an engineer? That's when you're dying of cancer, you got to ask yourself, am I being an engineer right now?
you need to ask yourself, like, if you're wondering, like, oh, is this an oligarchy? Do we really not live in a democracy? Is America just bought by corporations? Your mind is polluted with all these questions that are just pointless. The answer to whether or not America has been captured by oligarchs, an answer that's not worth anything. Whether it's yes or no, that doesn't matter. What you need to be doing is you need to be getting a suit that's capable of withstanding temperatures of 2,000 or 3,000 degrees and going into a volcanic area. And you need to be doing research on how you can tap into the enormous power of a volcano.
Just a guy, a vigilante volcano energy harvester.
It doesn't even have to be vigilante.
Yeah.
Change starts locally.
Yeah. Starts
So,
with you.
it's-
I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm getting the energy out of volcanoes.
I'm tapping into the cyclonic energy. So that would be the answers to the questions. That's all the questions we got this week. I'm very disappointed that we didn't hear from my biggest fan, Gary. Gary, that really hurts, dude. It's like a knife. Again, going back to knives in my chest. It's like a knife in my chest, Gary. No, but thank you guys for listening. There's so much that we didn't get to that we will get to in the Patreon, which we're going to move into next. So if you like the show, guys, please join the Patreon. And we're going to talk about all the stuff we didn't get to this week, like Israel. We're going to talk about in the Patreon. We're going to talk about Diddy, a little bit of Diddy, and a bunch of other shit. So, but again, stay safe out there. I really deeply appreciate you being a listener to the show. Review the show on Apple and Spotify. Give the show a comment on YouTube. Just help us out for the algorithm, if nothing else, because it helps push us to more people and shit. So I don't know. That's it, guys. That's the fucking show. I mean, we do it every week, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
yeah, thanks for joining, guys. Check out the Patreon. You got any other plugs? You did your dates at the top, right?
Check out I'll plug it one more time. SeanRileyComedy.com. I'm on the road doing a bunch of fun stand-up comedy. So come to a live show. Honestly,
You'll be down in Tampa trying to harvest that cyclonic energy, man.
I'll be in Tampa. Well, by then we'll be on Hurricane Milton.
Yeah.
Other bullshit hurricane. You know what? Honestly, I'm hoping I'm still going to Tampa, but guys, we're going to continue the show on the Patreon. So, we will see you there, and have a great day. I love you. And I don't know why I'm milking this, but I don't want to leave you guys because I love them. I love our listeners so much.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.